Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the match on WWE 2K25. This one is Chris Jericho versus Hiroshi Tanahashi. I'm trying to find Hiroshi Tanahashi, the women's roster, which is not going to work too well. Hiroshi Tanahashi, currently in an absolute state in the singles rankings. He's currently in 1,024th position on -4 after 17 matches, so really does need a few big wins to elevate himself back up to where he thinks he should be. And where he should be. I mean, he's one of the greatest wrestlers in history. I mean, -4 and 1,000th position is shocking. He should be miles and miles and miles ahead of that. So this is a great opportunity for him to get some points. However, it's not going to be easy because he's going up against someone who is very high in the rankings, Chris Jericho. Currently +9 after 32 matches. Currently sits 38th in the rankings. And a big win here could move him up into the top 30. So it's going to be an interesting one. I mean, both guys will be desperate for this victory for very different reasons. Like I said, Jericho wants it to get into the top 30 and force his way into the championship picture, which, I'll be honest, we haven't really given him many opportunities, especially recently. This is his first match of 2025. He only had one match in 2024. And he only had 3 matches in 2023. So he's had 4 matches in the last 3 years to really prove himself. So, I mean, He wants to push himself, and he has to push himself by getting big wins in matches like this. But it's not going to be easy, and I'll be honest, I am, as I say quietly, I'm not quietly, I am hoping for a Hiroshi Tanahashi victory. I'm not going to lie to you. I really want Tanahashi to be higher up in the rankings. I think Jericho should be high in the rankings as well, don't get me wrong, but I just think that Tanahashi should not be anywhere near where he is. And he's got this match here. He's got another match next week, which is going to be a big one at the pay-per-view. Sting versus Antonio Inoki versus Atlantis versus Hiroshi Tanahashi in a Legends 4-way elimination match. Chris Jericho also next week in a very similar match. He'll be in another Legends 4-way, Jushin Liger versus El Santo versus Chris Jericho versus Bryan Danielson. So both these guys got some opportunities to get some points over the next couple of weeks. As Tanahashi is now in control, working over the arm of Chris Jericho. Jericho now being pushed back into the corner. Jericho now looking for a belly-to-belly. Tanahashi fighting back. And Jericho straight back up now with the takedown and taking some control in this match. Now, we have gone for a Tanahashi that's supposed to be in his prime, so he does have some knees at this point. Unlike real life, it's difficult to watch him wrestle at the moment. I mean, I know he's on his retirement tour. You've got to give him a little bit of leeway because of, obviously, the condition of his body. But, I mean, watching him at Forbidden Door was fun, but the guy just can barely walk. His knees are absolutely shot. Jericho now sending Tanahashi off the ropes. Tanahashi fighting back right into the gut of Jericho. And a backbreaker as well. Tanahashi now willing Jericho back up to a standing base. Face first into the top turnbuckle. What is Tanahashi going for here? Going for a superplex to the outside. Absolute mad. Massive suplex. That's a massive maneuver. I could snap someone's spine, that one. Another big German suplex on the outside. Tanahashi rocking in some fantastic maneuvers at the moment. I mean, this match, I think this match must have happened at some point, surely. I know Jericho did Naito, didn't he, at Wrestle Kingdom? Tanahashi versus Jericho? Yeah, I knew it happened, yeah. Tanahashi versus Jericho, Wrestle Kingdom 14. Back when Wrestle Kingdom was amazing. So Jericho turned up at Wrestle Kingdom, was it 12 for his first one back? Yeah, when he faced Omega in that one, yep, okay. It's amazing when you think about it, isn't it? 13, Jericho wrestled Naito. And then 14, Jericho wrestled Tanahashi, did he? Who is this? It's Drew McIntyre. I mean, I do normally like to try and utilize things when they happen, but I mean, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with Drew McIntyre and Hiroshi Tanahashi, to be honest with you. Tanahashi is smartly able to wrestle the chair out of Drew McIntyre's hands. I don't know what we do with that. Do we just, I mean, there's not much I can do with that, to be honest with you. McIntyre doesn't really suit this week. As there's a high fly flow, this could actually be enough, you know. Tanahashi's really turned this one around from Drew McIntyre almost cheating to get the win. Tanahashi hit the Snapdragon and it wasn't enough. Lovely running forearm. Jericho in control again. Tanahashi now, lovely dragon screw. So yeah, it was Wrestle Kingdom 14. Jericho wrestled Tanahashi. And Jericho won that match. It was a 23-minute match. Jericho won it by submission, which was obviously really good. I mean, back then, the Wrestle Kingdoms were really good, you know. Goto versus Kenta, Jay White versus Kota Ibushi, Naito versus Okada, Jericho Tanahashi, John Moxley, Lance Archer. It was some classic matches back then. Takahashi versus Ospreay. I mean, night one was Okada versus Kota Ibushi. That's amazing. As another high fly flow by Tanahashi, that's got to be enough to get the victory, surely. There's the pin. And there is the win for Tanahashi. Jericho with that loss then moves down to a +8, but Tanahashi, like I said, desperate for the point. There is the victory. It's been a bit of a mixed year for him so far. He had 2 wins, 2 losses. Well, he had 1 win, 1 loss so far, sorry. But now with that point moves back up to a -3. He's a +1 for the year, -3 overall. So that is going to move him from 1024th up to 991st, which is still better than he was. It does put him joint 937th. I mean, if he can just get a couple more wins, we've seen it already with other people this year. A couple of big wins, especially in elimination matches, getting some eliminations, you can really elevate yourself massively. But yeah, this is good. This is good for Tanahashi. Like I said, he still has one more big match next week to prove what he can do. With Sting, Antonio, Inoki, and Atlantis. It's going to be tough, though. It's definitely going to be tough, because those are some absolute beasts. And yeah, that match is going to be interesting. I've just realised we haven't booked Kota Ibushi anywhere, which is mad, really, when I think about it. I can't believe Kota Ibushi's not booked anywhere on the card, but I don't even know where to squeeze him in, to be honest. Maybe that one. I've got Naito versus Ricochet. Maybe do Naito versus Ricochet versus Ibushi in a triple threat. I don't know, to be honest. There's just so many options. You know what? I'm going to change that match. It was a stupid match anyway, so I've changed it. I have Mr. Iguana 1-on-1 against Hiromu Takahashi. So no, it's now going to be Kota Ibushi versus Takahashi. Bugger it. We've already got 2 Mr. Iguana matches this week. We don't need more. Anyway, like and subscribe to the good stuff, and I'll see you again later for our next match of the day. That will be the CMLL Cruiserweight Qualifier as Mystico, Mascara, Dorada, Dragon Lee, and Titan go at it in a 4-way elimination match. Bye-bye.